Welcome in. Welcome in. What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? This is
Ah!
this is Chasing the Chips podcast. This is Charles. I'm here with
We talked about this. You were gonna make the intro.
I'm here with Josh. I'm here with Josh.
Yeah,
Okay,
this is
so we
always
had
something
this.
we do. I'm not sure if he's gonna say my name or I'm gonna say my name. This is something that we always do.
Oh
You know what it
man,
is. My
my
name's Josh.
hands are
How you
cold,
doing?
bro. Like I just feel like my hands are
Oh, get the fuck
cold.
out of here.
San Francisco. Shout out to my team, bro. Made to
Yeah,
the
it's all
NFC
right.
Championship. No one, everybody's count us out. Everybody count us out. And it's all good. It's all good. We're good. We're
Yeah,
good.
Jimmy G
What we
taking you
got?
home. He's gonna
Huh?
take you home after this round, though. That's for real. Who you guys play?
We play the Los Angeles Rams.
Ooh, that's gonna be tough.
And boo to all them Los Angeles Rams fans like, don't sell the tickets to the 49er fans.
That's
Nah.
lame, to be
Nah.
honest.
You know what's funny? It's finally cool to be on the other side of that. As a Clippers fan, our stadium always gets sold out to the other team.
Yeah.
Every single time. Like I've been to Warriors games as a Clipper fan, and it'd be Warriors. That's what I'm saying. San Francisco fans, even the Warriors, they come down. They're deep. So they come down here, they
How are they
take
gonna
over
prevent that?
Staples Center or Crypto now, and it sucks. You're in there, it's a home game for them. And you're like, damn.
I wonder how they're gonna prevent that. Like they
What they're
ask you.
doing is so they you have to when you do your billing zip code, when you're on your credit card or debit card, it
Yeah.
shows that. So when you get to the process, the end process, and put in your code, and they see that you're not a 900 something greater Los Angeles area, you can't
Yeah.
buy it. And
That's
that
dumb. I mean, what if
yeah.
you're a Rams fan in San Francisco though?
Well, then you're asked out. You
That's
just can't.
stupid. That's such a Stan Kroenke move. He's so trash. I hate
Tickets
that.
going for crazy though. People flipping them in LA. I think one of my friends bought a ticket for 1,000, flipping them for 1,500. Somebody had their
Sounds
$300 season tickets, flipped them
Yeah.
for 1,500 each. Like
Jeez.
made it's crazy. Flipping tickets. I almost thought about buying like an $800 ticket
Yeah.
just to flip it and sell it to somebody from San Francisco for like 16. Just
It's like flipping a house, you know. Damn, that's too much, man. That's crazy.
hey, it's a business. It's business. We're gonna get right into it though. You know, your Suns pulled out a good one on Monday
Yep.
versus the Utah Jazz.
7 in a row.
So Chris Paul had 27, 9, and 7 or something like that.
Yeah,
And D
something
Book
crazy
had
like that.
31,
Yeah, they combined for almost
33 for 60. They come
almost
down to
60
60.
points. Yeah.
Mhm.
They've been balling, dude. The past 3 games since our last episode on Tuesday. We played the Mavericks, the Pacers, and then the Jazz. And the Mavericks was a little bit more of a fight, but honestly, we're 9-0 against the Mavericks with consecutive games. So they've been struggling to beat us, and I love it because fuck the Mavs, to be honest. And then we played the Pacers, who we should always beat, should never be a problem. And then the Jazz, which they had 3 of their guys out.
Mhm.
But I don't know, like we tend to, and maybe this is like a common theme amongst other teams in the NBA, but the Suns always seem to play down to their competition. So it's like we shouldn't have even competed last night with the Jazz. They had Donovan Mitchell out and Rudy Gobert and Mike Conley out. We should have crushed them, but instead it was kind of a little bit of a struggle. Devin Booker has been a little inconsistent. I mean, he got 33 points last night, and just glancing at the stat sheet, you'd be like, oh, okay, he played well, but he also shot 3 of 13 from 3. He was 0 of 6 the night before, 11 points, and then 1 of 8 the night before that. So it's like he's been struggling a little bit. It's been a roller coaster. I mean, the dude got 17 points in the first quarter last night, but then the second quarter he got 2 points. So I hope that he kind of finds his groove again. I think he gets a little too emotional and starts to get down on himself whenever he gets in a rut. But Chris Paul been playing MVP basketball. Definitely should be getting in the conversation of MVP right now. And then Cameron Johnson's stepping up for Jay Crowder, who's out. DA is out too. Bismack Biyombo, JaVale McGee. Chris Paul just makes every center. I swear to God,
Everybody. He makes
everybody.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who he's playing with. The
Yeah.
center's going to be having a great season because of him. It's
Dude,
great.
we could pick up Taco Fall, and then all of a sudden Taco Fall is making the
Taco Fall
All-Star list.
averaged about 8 points at
Yeah,
least.
right.
Whatever
Right.
his average was coming into your team, he'll average double on your team because
Yeah.
of Chris Paul.
I mean,
Oh,
I'm still gonna push for Cam J starting over Jay Crowder, but we'll see how that turns out. So Cameron Payne is out for about 2 weeks with the wrist injury, and this is a perfect time, Monty and James Jones, to go pick up 1-2 guard, to come off the bench, get him some minutes before Cam Payne comes back. Landry Shamet ain't it, bro. Landry Shamet has been dirty trash. And he's been
not only trash, but dirty trash.
dirty trash, bro. Dirty trash. And he's not been playing well. So we need to go pick up like an Eric Gordon, like Terrence Ross, or someone that can come off the bench and score as a 1-2 because we need more firepower. We need more motherfucking firepower. And then we'll be unbeatable.
Why do you feel like you need more firepower? You guys are the rank. We just saw the rankings of the team rankings. The one we just talked about last week, you had a problem with.
Yeah.
Now y'all number one. You're feeling good.
Number one. I'm feeling
number
good.
one on it.
Yeah.
Y'all just been winning, but why do you feel like you need?
Well, I mean,
a piece? You can't just play without Cameron Payne for 2 weeks. Do you feel like you need another player?
It's not a matter of needing per se, but I would say that we're pretty close to being we're solidifying our championship run here. Like we're gonna be in the finals, I think, with this team right now. But I want to make sure that we tie up any loose ends, and there's a common theme amongst NBA fans that when your team's doing well, they just want to keep everything as is. And I get that whole philosophy, but I'm more of the type that we're not perfect. And I still want to tie up some loose ends. I still want to get better in some of the things that we're lacking in, because we're definitely not a perfect team right now. There's certain players that are getting minutes that shouldn't. For example, Ish Wainwright. Why does he ever get minutes? That dude frustrates the shit out of me. Landry Shamet playing like garbage. I just don't want another finals run like last year to where we were just missing a certain aspect on our team, which at that time was height.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, what the thing about your finals run and a team, the thing that I felt like you were missing last year was center play. Yeah, and right. You have that now.
Right.
I don't think you're really missing. I think as a fan, and I understand you get, you love the Suns. You want you on every level. You want the Suns to
get better. You gotta get better.
But I think the level you're getting to, you're like level 4. Like Landry Shamet, Ish Wainwright, like they're not going to get that much minutes in the playoffs. They might get some garbage time. They might play like a good 10 minutes. I mean,
here's my thing. It's like, what happens if Chris Paul goes down for a little bit?
Well, you can't. I mean, yeah.
I'm just saying we have to have that cushion, And right now, and plus, throughout the season, I want to give Chris Paul some minutes to rest too. I don't want to play him 35 minutes every game until the postseason.
Yeah.
So I want to give him some rest. And I think that Cam Payne and Landry Shamet coming off the bench is not enough firepower, and we'll need to have like another veteran guard or like an Eric Gordon or something like that, help us out with that load.
Yeah. I don't think you guys should think about from my standpoint. I don't think you guys should be thinking about trading anyone or getting anyone like that. I think the buyout market hasn't happened yet. When that buyout market happens, top teams like the Suns are usually, where these guys, veterans, want to go. They want to get that championship. So
that's fair.
When the buyout market happens and guys get bought out and people don't want their players anymore, like it happens every single season, and they usually get on the waiver wire and they go to the top bidder, and usually the Suns will be that team. You know what I'm saying? None of these old dudes want to go to a Pelicans or anything like that. They want to go to the team that has the best chance of winning a championship.
Yeah, so, I'm about it. I mean, if it brings over a good vet guard, I'm down.
I think y'all gonna wait. I think Monty's just gonna hang out what he got and then just see who we can pick up that's free, pretty much.
Yeah,
that's fair. And on our end, the Clippers, man, like we had that incredible game against the Nuggets. Jokic made an incredible pass to Aaron Gordon. I already had a lot of respect for Jokic, but I have it's out of I think he got the MVP. After that game, I was like, I don't know who else has it. Like, I'm sorry. It's just the person I thought had it was KD, and he's hurt. And then we played the Sixers, and we were out of that game, 24 points. But when we came back, and nothing feels better than coming back from 24 down in Philadelphia against your old coach, Doc Rivers, and watch him blow a lead and be on the other side of it for the first time. Oh, it was just, it made my whole night. It was so great. I enjoyed it so much. I was like, finally, I've been trying to tell people this dude can't hold leads. He can't talk to his players. And then he got mad after. And people asked him, like, do you think the blowing the lead was coaching or was it the players? And he's like, would you ask Pop a question like that? Well, Pop doesn't blow leads.
Doc,
like
you
that,
ain't Pop.
Doc.
You ain't Pop, Doc.
You're not Pop, bro. Like, you're not Pop. You got
With
one
all due
chip.
respect.
You got one. I ain't got nothing. I ain't doing nothing. You got one chip, my guy. You should not be talking about would you ask Pop that question. No, we're not gonna ask Pop that question. Yeah. But anywho, the person that's been playing out of his mind, even though we lost to the Knicks this past Sunday, couldn't pull it out, is Reggie Jackson, man. Reggie Jackson has been playing just crazy, and I enjoyed it every single moment of it. Like most of the time,
I don't remember him playing this confident pre-goggles. Is it goggles?
It's the goggles, man.
Man, I don't know what's up. Like
I need to. Like he even has a video. I mean, he even has that. They made a little thing for him on like IG that where you can put the goggles on your face and have be like acting like you got the goggles on. I might have to. We might play 1-on-1 when you come out here. I'm gonna have to go get some goggles, bro.
No, you be playing lights out. I'll be playing like Reggie. I don't get it.
Right.
Hey, dude, I got a question for you though. With that Nuggets game with the Clippers, what'd you think of that last part where the player off the Nuggets bench came out?
Bro, that is a technical. That's a tech.
That's a tech.
That is a tech.
One free throw or two free throws?
That's one free throw.
One free throw. Okay.
One free throw. I don't know if we get the ball. That's a good question. I don't know if we get the ball, but I know it's a technical foul. I don't understand why they didn't get it.
You got to call that, especially late in the game like that. I mean, Monty got teed up like I want to say like 6 games ago for accidentally walking onto the court. You know, that dude was straight up on the other side of the court.
On the other side. Hugging him. I don't understand how that wasn't a tech. I was like, bro, like,
who is this guy?
Who is this guy for one? And why did he not get a tech? Why did he get he didn't get anything? Like, I don't know what the excuse was for not to like even give him anything after the fact. Like, oh, he thought it was the shot clock. I don't care. He got to know the game. The game ain't over.
Game's game.
The ball went in before the shot clock went out. The shot clock went off. He can't be running on the floor and celebrating like that. We should have got at least 1 point. And then we could have been at least went after a 2-pointer or something like that. But like I said, Reggie had 26 against the Knicks, 19 versus the 76ers, 28 versus the Nuggets. And then, you know, it's just, I don't know. He's playing well.
Yeah, sticking around. Love it.
He's sticking around. So if the biggest thing that most people have been talking about is the trades, you know what I'm saying? For us, our name, the Clippers name, be pretty much brought up when John Wall is being talked about. John Wall is one of the people that is just sitting on the bench, hanging out, doing workout mixtape videos, like he's trying to get back in the league, which is freaking crazy to me. Watching workout videos of John Wall, like he's getting back, he's in the league, he's on a team. They just ain't playing him. And so with the Clippers, they have to trade at least 3 guys to get them because we ain't got no first-round picks to give up. We really ain't got no second-round picks to really give up. We can, but what's the point?
Yeah.
So
y'all got the money, the salary to match?
What we have to do is trade 3 guys for John. So for me, if they said, Charles, you have to trade 3 guys to get John Wall, would you do it? Personally, I would. I would trade Eric Bledsoe, Marcus Morris, and his knees, and Serge Ibaka and his old ass. Sitting them boys gone. Like, and the thing is, people as a Clipper fan, we know when we got Eric Bledsoe, I saw that as a trading piece. Eric Bledsoe is a trading piece for the rest of his career.
Oh, I thought that was your boy.
We drafted him. I think he's good, but he just is so inconsistent, man. Some games he have 2 points. Then another game he had 15 in the first quarter and scored 1 point the rest of the game. He's just
all shoulders. He can't shoot.
Oh, bro, he can't shoot. And when he shoots, I go, oh my gosh. And then if it goes in, I go, oh my. Yeah, I would trade those 3 guys for John Wall right now.
If you can get John Wall for that, then yeah, sure.
I mean, I don't
I
see
don't know.
what
I
the
think the
problem
asking
is.
price is probably gonna be a little higher than that, though.
Yeah, they
You
talking
might have
about
to
they
give up
want
like Batum or something like that.
Yeah. When it doesn't, I'm not giving up any of our core guys like Reggie Jackson or Batum or Luke Kennard. Like, even though Luke is like sometimes inconsistent and not confident, when he's on, he's on. Like, and the other 3 I just
Marcus Morris isn't one of your main guys, though. I mean, he's like one of your most consistent 3-point shooters, right?
He is, but he's just doesn't stay healthy. Like, he's
Mm-hmm.
just not a healthy cat. Like, it's just not. He plays 1 game out of probably 3 games every single time, and it's annoying. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, and John Wall's, I mean, he's still a walking bucket for real. I mean, he's never really shot well from 3, but he'll get you a 40% field goal percentage and 20 points.
Yeah.
So I think he's still got it. Is he gonna like really move the needle that much? Who knows? I don't know. I mean, is his defense there? Maybe not, but he'll still score. He'll still help you out.
Yeah, the thing is, if we get him, we still got him for his last 2 years of his contract. He comes back, and we just like, if he can be a guy, we can be like, hey man, you can come off the bench for us. That'd be great.
That's a very expensive player to come off the bench.
It is
like $40 million plus,
but he's an expensive player not playing right now.
Yeah, but that's a problem with the Rockets. That's just because they trash. But when you are trying to make the playoffs, having a $40 million player come off the bench, I don't know about that one.
I can't send Reggie to the bench. You know what I'm saying?
So why don't they play together?
I mean, they play together. They play right now. But like, if they keep him after that and keep him on the team after we trade for him, we got to keep him.
Yeah. I wouldn't say
now
Reggie
you got Paul
is
George and Kawhi back. So you can't play Paul George, Kawhi, Reggie, and John Wall.
Why?
And that's
what you mean? Well, I mean, Reggie doesn't necessarily have to take the ball up. I wouldn't say Reggie classifies as like a great passer. He's more of a great shooter. So move him to the 2. Let John Wall take the ball up. Let Kawhi go to
power
3.
forward.
No, 3, and then Paul George power forward, or either or. Whatever.
Either or, pretty much. I would put Kawhi power forward. And then Zubac.
Zubac.
Man, that would be
an expensive roster.
I'm interested to see what Tyronn Lue would do with that team. If I would rock with that because and then look at you. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's a good one. I'm a little bit more confident about that. Okay.
I just don't know if you have the assets to get John Wall up.
Yeah, it's a reach.
Yeah.
And talk about assets and people that don't want to trade nobody. The Sixers just don't want to make up them. They don't want to make up their mind about Ben Simmons. So the trade that's on the table that says Sixers have offered. Finally, the Sixers are offering trades now. Is for the Kings, Tyrese Halliburton, and a first-round pick, and for the Hawks, John Collins and a first-round pick. Which one do you think is a better one?
Wait, so the Sixers offered these trades?
Yes.
That's mind-blowing because Daryl Morey's asking price has been so much higher than these trades, so I'm just like confused. I think
picks. So plural picks, just to let you know, not one pick. Picks.
Yeah. I get it. So I'd have to go with John Collins, honestly, because I think as far as the Sixers, it moves the needle a little bit more. I think Tyrese Maxey has been playing good basketball, so I want to leave him at the 1, and then I want to move Tobias Harris down to the 3 because he's not built for power forward, in my opinion. I think John Collins is more of a natural 4, so I think that would work out, and then you maybe move Thibault to the 6-man role or something like that. I mean, he's a great defensive player. So, I mean, maybe you switch him around with Seth Curry and Tyrese Maxey and Thibault. You kind of have like a 3-man rotation. I think that would work better than Halliburton because then you'd have to – is Halliburton still coming off your bench or like what's happening with that?
Yeah, and Doc Rivers has never had a really good power forward since Blake.
Since Blake, yeah.
Yeah, since Blake. So I think for him, he would love to have somebody like a John Collins. I know John Collins is considered a center, but obviously he won't play center on the Sixers. But I think, yeah, no, I feel like him and Joel Embiid will be really good together. Joel Embiid, to have a high flyer like that You know, for Joel Embiid's not a high flyer, so it'd be good to have a high flyer. I mean, that's why I think Aaron Gordon works with Jokic, because Aaron Gordon's just a high flyer, energy guy, and I think John Collins could be that same person for Joel.
Yeah, certainly. I like that
So
though,
yeah,
but it's just weird that Daryl Morey is like looking at those trades when he's offered all these other trades that I thought were much better. But whatever, it is what it is.
what other trade did you see that was much better than those two that made like sense? Like, I don't. All the other ones were like really, really crazy rumors.
That's a good question. There was a few that were offered. Yeah, maybe they were just rumors. I
Yeah,
don't
this
know.
one was the one that I feel like actually kind of like, okay, this one kind of makes sense, and it looks like something you could do. But then the other one I heard is like if they're just going to keep them and wait for the summer, which I thought they were going to do.
Which
Wait
is
till the
dumb
summer.
though, because you're not getting James Harden, bro. Like Daryl Morey is like infatuated with James Harden. I get it because we're used to be in bed with him, but it's just one of those things that like you can't just not use the asset that you have for this year. I mean, are you trying to win a championship this year? That's my question for Daryl Morey. Are you trying to win a championship, or are you just trying to get better next year? So it's just like I understand what you're doing here, and I think it's more of an ego thing for him to get the most out of this Ben Simmons shit because he feels slighted from what Ben Simmons is doing. So I think you just need to check your ego and make that trade, pull that trigger, my friend. Actually, not my friend. Fuck you, Daryl Morey. He sucks, dude.
So as we always talk about a specific division, so we got to tap into our guys and our other teams in our specific division. We talked about the Kings a little bit. Now the Lakers, you know what I'm saying? They've been struggling. They haven't been playing well. LeBron is just doing too much. LeBron just recently said he doesn't feel like he has to score 30 points a game for them to win. You do.
Really? Yeah.
You do, my friend. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You
Sorry,
do.
I hate to break it to you.
I hate to break it to you. So they're all like, waiting for 80 to come back. I don't think everybody's killing Westbrook as much as they should be. I mean, not as much as they should be, how much they have been, because he's been playing well.
Yeah, last 10 games, I think he's only averaging like 2 or 3 turnovers, which is pretty remarkable. Good for him.
And you said his percentage is better than who right now?
Steph Curry. His field goal percentage is better than Steph Curry. He's shooting 43%, and then Steph's shooting 41%. But you don't hear none of that shit. Honestly, Steph Curry, his MVP run is kind of fell off a little bit.
Oh, it's over. It's a wrap.
Yeah. I just, you can't shoot that much, and you can't you can't have a less field goal percentage than Russell Westbrook right now with all the hate that he's getting. There's no way. So it's really odd, and I think Steph Curry, although he's great, he's just really shooting that ball a lot.
and it's like we wanted him to shoot that much years ago.
Yeah.
And last year we were cool because he was the only person there. But now, years ago, I was like, man, he doesn't shoot enough. Now he's shooting too much.
Yeah.
And he's not falling. I don't know what's going on. Don't know why. I don't know if getting Clay back has kind of messed up his rhythm, because now they're kind of running. They're trying to get Clay in the mix now. So he's kind of forcing shots because he knows this is my time to get some shots up, because now I got to give 20, 25 shots to Clay.
Yeah.
Because Clay going to shoot that thing. So it's one of those things don't know really what it is. He figured it out and was going to jump into the conversation hey, is it because of Clay that Steph is shooting back? Nobody wants to start that count. But I think it might be. I think it might be hey, everybody's so hyped to see Clay and Steph is best. Splash Bros are back, but you didn't think about Clay got to shoot the ball. Clay ain't going to come in and shoot 10 shots. He going to shoot 15 to 20.
I think they've just embraced that as a part of their offense, that Steph Curry's going to shoot 20 shots a game. It's just just get him open. I mean, Draymond's taking 2-3 shots a game.
Yeah.
They have people like Otto Porter Jr. that's going to shoot a lot of shots one game out of 15.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Jordan Poole has been reduced in his minutes. Klay Thompson's back. I don't know. I just think it's not like Kevin Looney is taking a lot of shots.
No,
so it's just those are their weapons, and they've embraced that style of play.
And also, the whole scary thing about the Warriors, everybody's like, oh man, when Clay comes back, oh man, watch out NBA, watch out NBA. I don't hear none of that no more. I don't hear any of that anymore. Like,
Yeah,
I don't hear anybody like, oh, the Warriors are scary. Like, I don't. We said this before. Like I said, it's going to take some time for them to become that scary Warriors team everybody thinks they're going to be as soon as Clay steps back on the floor.
yeah.
And right now, they don't look scary. They don't look like a team like, oh my gosh, like in full strength. They're already good. When they get Clay back, they're going to be unbelievable. Like,
Well, I think people are like intimidated by Steph Curry. Like when people match up to the Warriors, like people look at Steph Curry and like, yeah, we got to figure something out with them. But then like with Klay Thompson and Jordan Poole, their next ups, no one's really intimidated by Klay Thompson or Jordan Poole right now. You know, I think they're both really good players, but are they those players that like you're scared of guarding or that you think they're gonna drop 30 on you? They might, but I just don't think that the Warriors are there yet. Now, if Klay comes back and starts to be his old self, then yeah, they'll be dangerous. But I still think that their missing piece is going to be the center position.
Yeah, y'all gonna
James
be.
Wiseman is not going to fill that.
Yeah, no. And the Suns are first. They're up by 4 games. I think 4
fucking
games. They're
deal.
not gonna catch the Suns. Suns gonna be number 1 seed. The Warriors will be the number 2 seed, and then after that, it's kind of a race from 3 to 8, 3 to 9. Clippers are sitting at 9th right now, which is
Ugh.
But
I want to bring up the fact that what I say in the beginning of the season. I said the Suns are gonna lose 22 games. And how are we looking right now?
Very good. Very good. Only got 9 losses. Y'all looking really, really good. I just want to shout out to all the Laker fans. I told y'all last year to trade THT. Now y'all trying to trade THT and nobody wants him.
Yep. Y'all could have got Kyle Lowry. And y'all didn't want to trade THT to get Lowry. And I'm like, dude, you are wild. That was wild. And, he's been the same. It's not even that THT has really changed. It's just that everyone was like, oh, who's this guy? Like, he's, extremely lanky. He plays great defense. He is very surprising with his offensive ability.
Yeah.
But I don't think even at his peak that he was a natural starter in the league. But everyone thought that he was going to be this amazing player, and I just don't see it as far as like him being just a natural starter in this league. So I don't think he was ever there. I think it was just an exaggeration, and y'all should have traded him while you could have, But now y'all trying to deal him, and no one want him.
No one want him. No.
I mean, I would take him like on the Suns. I would love THT, but is he going to start? No, of course not. He's going to come off the bench.
But they still
exactly what he's doing for the Lakers right now.
And the Lakers are still probably asking a little bit for him. So, like, if you trade for him, like a top team isn't trading for him, and in
no one wants Kendrick Nunn. Like, you guys are trying to put Kendrick Nunn in this package as well. Like, no one wants him either.
He hasn't played.
Yeah, he's been hurt. So, like, why would anybody want Kendrick Nunn? It's just sad.
And then what happened to all the fans were talking about? Wait till Kendrick Nunn comes back. We're gonna be a little bit better. What? Come on, man. So this thing we're about to start doing when we end our show. We want to end our show on a positive note. As you can see, the plants in the background for Josh. I got records in the background for me with very positive notes. I'm a music guy. I love music. He loves plants and music too. But I look at y'all. I don't know nobody. When I have my plant advice, I go to Josh because me and my wife be killing plants left and right. We just can't. I don't know why. We just don't know. We just ain't got that green thumb.
You just gotta pay attention, bro. You just gotta talk to him.
See, I just can't. I gotta get that. I gotta get that zen. That'd be
like stick your fingers in the soil. You just gotta.
My daughter does that. She's really good with the soil and loves planting. But I am awful. But I gotta start with something small.
You'll figure it out.
Non-dying plants, like give me some cactuses.
Well, you in LA, that shit will last a long time. So you should get the succulents and the cactuses and shit.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, so what would be your way of leaving a positive note for today's show?
I just want to give a shout out to JJ Redick. Honestly, I think JJ Redick is revolutionizing. NBA sports broadcasting. I do. I think that he's been a breath of fresh air for sports media, particularly NBA sports media. I think that we were going down a very dark path with how things are going with like the Skip Baylesses of the world and, Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp. I mean, I do enjoy watching those guys because they're of their antics and just like they're absurd sometimes. But I feel like a JJ Redick is a voice of reason with sports media, and he has more of a logical approach and more of a kind of, hey, I'm a player, like I know these guys, and this is like my point, as opposed to, okay, what's the narrative that I can spin out of this? And I
Mhm.
feel like some of these sports broadcasters are a little too concerned with the popular or trending narrative as opposed to just how they feel about the situation. And that's why I like JJ Redick. He's got a cool podcast called The Old Man and the Three, right?
Mhm.
And he has like a bunch of like really cool guests on there, typically like, NBA players, current or, post NBA players. And that's fun to watch. But then he's also on ESPN, every once in a while talking to Stephen A. And honestly, I think that sometimes he really puts Stephen A. in a position to like defend himself because you can't argue with logic. You can't argue with reasoning, and I think Stephen A wants to like be outlandish and throw these like um, crazy narratives out there. But then JJ Redick is just like calm and just says, hey, this is how it's been, and he's had a lot of good points about, popular topics of conversation in the NBA recently. So I just love the fact that what JJ Redick is doing. And I hope that more retired NBA players follow in his footsteps because we just need better broadcasting and better sports media all around. So, yeah, that's my positive note.
Hey, I completely agree. I think JJ is a breath of fresh air, for the NBA folk that are on TV. So I completely agree with everything you're saying, brother. For
Yep.
me, I just want to give a shout out to, Michael Beasley. He just recently came out and how that day he had his shorts on, didn't have the right shorts on getting in the game. Everybody laughed at him. His cousin just passed away that game, and his mom passed away early while he was playing for the Lakers. And he was just dealing with a
Mhm.
lot of mental health issues, and then just get, kind of like laughed at, by the media.
Mhm.
Is it sucks, but and once again, I'm one of the people that's big on mental health and being able to come out and talk about it and being public about it and being very honest about it, how it did hurt your feelings. And just as black men in this world, we have a tendency to not talk about our feelings a lot and our emotions. And that's like one of the biggest things. Whenever I see a basketball player or a football player, any athlete kind of talk about their feelings and talk about how they feel and like things are not rocking with them right now and they're having a tough time. If Beasley was in his point in his life at that time to be able to like convey that message when he was going through it, maybe he doesn't play that game. Maybe I know he said that he felt like he had to play, um, and things like that. And sometimes the game does make you forget about things or help you get through things, but sometimes you just need a chance to just sit back
Messed up.
and take your time and get back into
Yeah.
the game. It's very important that you guys that we focus on the mental health and focus on seeing a therapist, talking to people, your loved ones, saying how you feel and get all that stuff out. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? My prayers are up for Regina King and her family or her son passing. Um, and it's just one of those things like it's very important that if you know a friend that's going through that or know a friend is having a tough time, reach out. If somebody pops in your mind, one of the things that I've been doing, if a friend pops in my mind, I try to give them a suitable text. Like, what's up? How you doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If they pop it in my mind, they pop it in my mind for a reason. So send them a text. Don't wait. You know what I'm saying? So like that's my positive note is just mental health is very important. It's not
Mhm.
something to sit back and chill on, like, oh, I'll get to it or I'll talk to somebody later. No, talk to somebody now and get it out.
Yeah.
Um,
Help
and
your kinfolk.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And that is Chasing Chips,
Thanks,
ladies and
Al.
gentlemen. You know what I'm
Yeah, we're
saying?
starting to reduce the time on these episodes. We
For
just feel like
sure.
it's better. everyone's got shit to do, so
Yeah,
we're
for
gonna we're
sure.
gonna we're gonna up the frequency of these episodes. We're gonna do 2 a week. We were doing like 2 a week for a little bit, and then we went to 1 a week, and then now we're going back to 2. And we're gonna shorten our times. So it'll be about 30 minutes every episode, and I think that's a good sweet spot.
Yep. So the boy Josh coming out to Cali next week.
Yes,
for
sir.
a full week. We're gonna play some one-on-one. We're gonna probably play some pickup.
Let's go.
Probably have a broadcast with us sitting next to each other.
Yep. Yeah,
but other than that, appreciate y'all listening. Make sure you follow us. Read on the Mind, David Joshua _ on Twitter and IG. Chasing Chips on IG and Twitter. Other than that, y'all have a great week. We will see y'all later. Enjoy the NBA. Enjoy your time. Enjoy your family.
Let's keep the streak going, sons. Let's go.
Clippers, please just win 5 out of the next 7.
20.
Peace.
Peace.